4.5 years after first getting the Sony FX3, I finally managed to create the perfect camera rig. Super quick to set up and break down. Simple and efficient to power. Perfectly clean cable management. Fully controllable with a large, daylight viewable monitor. 4.5 years later, the FX3 and FX30 remain two of the most reliable prosumer mirrorless cameras money can buy. And with this rig, let's just say the FX3 Mark II can wait a little longer. Let me preface this by saying you do not need any of this to create incredible films. A rig won't make you a better cinematographer. Real progress comes from shooting more of what you love, not from collecting gear. That said, certain jobs drastically benefit from a solid, reliable camera package that helps you work faster and more efficiently. In my last breakdown, I highlighted the 4 key aspects to consider with any rig: ergonomics, monitoring, accessories, and battery life. For more context on why and how to build a rig, check out my earlier video. It's linked at the end and in the description. Additionally, you'll find affiliate links to all components of the setup down there as well. Today, I'll focus on giving you an overview on what's changed and why this is truly the perfect camera rig for my needs. SmallRig still makes some of the very best cages in the industry. That's why I originally bought the FX3 FX30 cage. What I didn't expect was that they would actually create a successor model, namely the HawkLock cage, with probably the best quick-release solution I've ever used. To be clear, SmallRig did send these components over for the video, but they are not mandatory to build a great rig. You be the judge whether this could be worth it for your setup. The new HawkLock cage comes in sleek silver, stays true to the original design, but improves it in key ways. The top NATO rail is shifted forward so the hot shoe stays accessible. The tool has been upgraded to a dual head wrench, and both NATO rails now work with SmallRig's proprietary quick-release system. Attaching a top handle, monitor and whatnot is crazy fast now. Simply push down on the button, slide it on, and boom. Super secure and sturdy. Need a vertical setup? Done. On bigger shoots, I switch between 2 cameras. By adding a HawkLock rail to my ZVE1 cage, I can use the same accessories on both, which I find invaluable. I love Caleb Pike's ingenuity. The guy's been creating some really innovative products like Cineback for the FX3 and FX30. It's a great way to rig the camera for more demanding shoots. Adds tons of mounting options, power ports, and even a practical kill switch. Can you guess what I'm going to say next? Yep, SmallRig has now released their own upgraded battery plate, and it's exactly what I wanted when I decided not to buy Cineback. Compact, foldable, and compatible with the Arca Swiss plate built into my cage. No need to buy into a completely different quick-release system to make it work. The new Pro Circuit version adds an adjustable screen protector, 3 D-tap ports, 2 USB-C ports, relocatable cable clips, an elastic Velcro strap for clean cable routing, and a power button for the entire rig. That's a mouthful. Swapping batteries no longer means unplugging multiple cables. They're connected to the plate, not the battery. A small change that notably improves usability. Add a base plate and the rig can go straight onto sticks. Let's not sugarcoat it. Monitoring your recording by looking at these tiny camera LCDs is neither fun nor reliable. I've used the OSEE T5 Plus field monitor for over a year now. It's pretty straightforward, has a nice array of monitoring tools, no fancy features, and clunky, unintuitive joystick controls. A great addition to the setup, but it couldn't fully replace the functionality of the FX3's LCD screen. The new OSEE G7 Pro is a major upgrade that completely changes how I use my camera. Now I run the rig entirely through the monitor, with brilliant camera control features that allow me to adjust anything I need, like aperture, white balance, even touch tracking. Obviously, monitoring tools are also better by a landslide. I've got a detailed showcase coming soon. If you want to know more about the G7 Pro, make sure to subscribe. Since the camera LCD is no longer needed for operating the setup, I can now fold it flush with the screen protector of the battery plate and use it to display the newly added Big 6 menu, which shows the most important settings at a glance. The build feels much more purposeful with this setup. You know what's been bugging me with most rig builds on the internet? Maybe you're like me. I like things to look as tidy and minimalistic as possible, not like leftover spaghetti. And here's what I came up with. The entire rig uses just 3 cables. A flexible D-tap to DC cable from the battery plate to the monitor, a USB-C cable for camera control and power delivery, and a coiled HDMI cable with the other 2 threaded through it for tidiness. The DC cable has a locking mechanism, and I make sure to attach SmallRig's HDMI cable clamp and USB-C cable clamp to keep everything in its place. I'd encourage you to have a look at a few different cables before making your decision. It took me a while to find these, but it wouldn't be wise to cheap out on something essential. There you have it. Quicker than ever to set up. Highly functional with lots of monitoring tools and a bright display. No dangling cables that can accidentally be pulled out. Like the saying goes, all roads lead to Rome. Camera rigs are no different. It's like building Legos with endless ways to customize. Let me know in the comments what you think of this setup. Remember to check out the affiliate links in the description box if you want to grab some of these components for your own. And if you want to learn about what to do before building your camera rig, click on the video right here.